Geralt?
Thanks, Yen. See you later. Long, lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas. Long, lonely winters breed some pretty strange ideas. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Can we talk? So long.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwen, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later, Vesemir. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Look, like that.
pretty, isn't it? Interesting.
Ah, there you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes. Hold this. No reaction.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Recognize the dialect?
Leith and Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle. Inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it, but do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end, or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade, for you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
all in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us. But it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion,
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
All right, what did I do this time?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow, you don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradon?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush! I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. The least we can do.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan. Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables, to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Will you ever lay off, Yen?
Yeah, as soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her. Whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a sorceress.
For good reason.
Fine, leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy. Already has that pouty look on his face. Can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after. Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs the shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus. How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert. Listen, you got a problem with me?
Me? What? Why would you say that?
Well, just seems that way. And you know, you're a little like my little brother. Dumb and annoying, but a brother.
Geralt, damn it, you're gonna make me cry. Come here. Damn, broke.
Good thing it was empty. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue! Geralt?
Eskel spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked. Eskel, chop chop.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here! Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it! We missed a fight.
I think he hurt himself.
What's one scar more?
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming.
Eskel, chop chop. Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What? What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. Oh, we don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert, you're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches! All right. How's this work?
Well, twist here, turn there, and you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
I don't really like the idea either.
Fine. But if this Ida refuses to talk to us, it'll be your fault.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two fiddle with the crystals. Kedmil blood de doigt. Hocus pocus abracadabra splather.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry. We were never here.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! No, you oaf. Witches! Witches attacking!
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
dream. See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term? Relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.